Star Wars has always had moral themes as the central elements in all of its stories. In the prequels, we had innocence, loss, and suffering. In the originals, we had hope, friendship, and family. Other projects like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Boba Fett, and Solo are a little harder to pin down, and the Clone Wars was broken up into arcs, each with their own moral theming. But with the Andor series, it is very clear what the central theme is: sacrifice. Everyone in this show sacrifices something. Olaf sacrifices his health, Skeen sacrifices his honor, and Nemik sacrifices his life. But there are other, much more obvious and impactful examples. Kino Loy rallying his men, even though he knew he was surrounded by water. Mon Mothma, who could remain a rich and powerful senator, yet risks it all for a chance at making an actual difference in the galaxy. And most notably, Luthen Rael's entire life. The monologue in Episode 10, plus the events of Episode 11, demonstrated that sacrifice is not only that of one's own life, but also of one's own morality. I absolutely love that Star Wars is diving into and shedding light on the morally gray area of galactic war, something we have not really seen that much of in the live-action Star Wars media. In the original trilogy, the good guys were good, the bad guys were bad. But Andor is changing all of that. We've seen examples of bad guys with a genuine desire to do the right thing. We've seen good guys that are willing to do unspeakable things for their cause. Do the ends justify the means? Does being on the supposed right side of history allow for any and all morally questionable acts? And does being on the supposed wrong side of history condemn every action of every individual, regardless of their authenticity or motives? It's a lot to think about, but I think we can all agree that before this show began, we never would have expected this much gray in a galaxy usually dominated by good versus evil, red lightsaber versus blue lightsaber, Jedi versus Sith, rebellion versus empire. But the questions linger. Is fighting for the right cause worth burning your decency? Is the sacrifice worth it? May the stash be with you, and I will see you wherever I happen to see you in the galaxy.